Hi everyone, welcome back to the Student Communications Podcast 4x4, the Colombia podcast for students by students. If you've seen the HAPs or in the loop in your inboxes or around campus, you'll know that Stucom provides students like you with information on what's going on around campus, what to be on the lookout for in the city, and videos that showcase artists around Chicago. We're here to answer your questions and provide you with fun tips on what to do while you're stuck at home for the next few weeks. In the meantime, check out Columbia College Chicago's app to stay connected. There's a message board where you can swap messages with other students and be a part of an online community. You can also see the latest events going on, easily access the online directory, and have your own personal organizer to keep track of your schedule and due dates. To download it, just go to the App Store and search for Columbia College Chicago. Okay, to start us off, here are some questions from current Columbia students. Yesenia Calderon asks, can someone recommend me new good animes from this season? I'm gonna be bored, please help. Okay, here are a handful of answers for all those who are asking themselves the same thing. Excuse my Japanese here. Ansatsu Kuyoshitsu, Azumanga Daioh, Case Closed / Detective Conan, Cautious Hero, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, oh my god, that's a good one. Toilet Bound, Hanako-kun, wow. Demon Slayer, Castlevania, and Full Metal Alchemist. Some of these are not from the season, but are worth a watch anyway. Don't let the weird titles stop you, you can even let them encourage you. Another Columbia College student, Chris Brown, is also yearning for some suggestions for TV shows and movies to watch on Netflix, Hulu, or Disney+. Some answers to this question were October Faction, I'm Not Okay With This, and Designated Survivor, all on Netflix. My advice is Mark Maron's new Netflix comedy special End Times Fun if you're in for some good old stand-up comedy. Now it is time for our questions. We asked Columbia students to help us with these questions and they delivered. Our first question is, how do you keep yourself entertained while you're stuck at home? Layla Hannaford said, I've been entertaining myself by making up for all the sleep I've been deprived of for the last year. I applaud your honesty on what real entertainment is, Layla. Sleep can be super fun, especially if you have a load of dreams like I do every night. Erin Rafferty, one of Stucom's own, has a perfect plan. He says, I'm making sure I'm checking up on family and friends. I made a master list of TV shows I've been meaning to catch up on, and I plan on going down the list and catching up, lol. Juana Martin has been staying creative, saying, I've been doodling, reading, and working on passion projects. Keep inspiring, girl. Paulina Ritt asked, other than scrolling TikTok for hours, besides that, she says, I've been listening to podcasts, cleaning, updating my portfolio, and crafting. There is some multitasking going on here. Hannah Sopak told us all about how she plans to keep herself engaged and busy, saying, I bought a huge puzzle book with Sudoku, crosswords, and word search, which helps me keep my brain active. I'm also rewatching all of Grey's Anatomy. That is pretty much all my grandparents have been doing for the last 10 years, and their brains are still as active as ever. Amaris Delgado is taking a little different route. They said, I'm not really an overdramatic person, so I do like to go out and get some fresh air, mainly to just stretch and walk around my block. This isn't really entertainment, but I'm still working on all of the work I have from class. Amaris, I totally feel you on getting some fresh air. I bike around the block whenever I get a chance, or I begin losing it. As for Paige Brunson, she says, I've been catching up on sleep, working ahead on projects, and watching movies. And that wraps it up pretty well. The next question we had for students was, what are some ways you maintain a social life without going to public, crowded places? Layla is keeping the same routine, saying, I continue doing what I normally do as an introvert and snap and text people. Yep, these are golden times for you introverts out there. No random phone calls or door knocks. Hope you enjoy your solitude to the max. Aaron has the same idea. He says lots of FaceTime and texts all day long. Keeping busy, Giovanna says, a small group of my friends hang out and play board games to reduce being in public. We also chat and play online games through Discord. Only second to the introverts, gamers are thriving as well. This is the perfect time for an online video game marathon. Being online and using social media is a huge factor, especially for Paulina. She says, I've definitely been posting more on social media and checking up on friends, making sure they're doing well, sending memes to keep spirits up. Agreed on these tactics. Memes are certainly a part of my survival package. Isabel and her friends are keeping themselves social at home, she says, by doing art collaborations or getting on Drawpile and using Discord to play games through the internet like Stardew Valley together. She'll also be playing games like Animal Crossing New Horizons once it comes out. Let us know how you like it. Hannah has a few suggestions. She says Snapchat, maybe try that group watching on Netflix. What group watching on Netflix? I need to check that out ASAP. Amaris has similar ideas. They say FaceTiming and texting my boyfriend or friends who are now back in the city because of what's going on. To stay social, Paige likes to FaceTime and call loved ones, as well as play games with others online. And finally, we asked any shows to binge watch or books to binge read. Layla says Kingdom Season 2 is out on Netflix if you like zombie shows. Well, Layla, I'm usually not crazy about zombie shows, but if you set it in ancient Korea, that's a different story. Juwana writes, Good Omens is a fantastic show to watch. In this show, an angel and a demon team up to try and save the world from apocalypse. Which also reminds me of another fantastic show called The Good Place. It's all based in the afterlife and is a very witty and philosophical narrative. Recommended. Paulina has a few ideas. She says, I recommend I'm Not Okay With This and Umbrella Academy, both on Netflix. Thanks, Paulina. Hannah suggests The Handmaid's Tale, if you haven't already seen it. Also Breaking Bad. I'm always down to rewatch Breaking Bad. What a soundtrack. I'll also raise El Camino on that suggestion, which is a sequel movie of Breaking Bad. A successful sequel is not easy to come by, but I dare say this is one. Amaris has the best suggestions for all your guilty pleasures, saying a show I started watching that is pure trash drama is Love is Blind on Netflix. Surprise emoji, shrugging emoji. I'll send that shrugging emoji right back at you, Amaris, and check that out when I'm inevitably feeling like some good old reality TV. And finally, Paige told us, I've just streamed Free Solo, which was really interesting, and I highly recommend Sex Education for a good drama comedy. Thank you, Paige, and thank you, everyone. I know that all of us at Stucom will be keeping ourselves busy with all these tips and tricks from our fellow students, and we hope you all will too. We want to give a big thanks to those who participated in both asking and answering our questions for today. Until next time on 4x4. See ya!